Yeah, Kelly, the stocks of the institutional owners of single-family rental homes have just been taking a huge hit because President Trump just posted on social media that record high inflation has pushed Americans out of the dream of home ownership, especially younger Americans. And he said, "It is for that reason and much more that I am immediately taking steps to ban large institutional investors from buying more single-family homes, and I will be calling on Congress to codify it. People live in homes, not corporations. I will discuss this topic, including further housing and affordability proposals and more, at my speech in Davos in 2 weeks." Now, the key in that statement is that he would need Congress to pass something like that. But it's important to note, large institutional investors, and the biggest names are Invitation Homes, American Homes for Rent, and Progress Residential. It should be known they own less than 5% of all single-family rental homes in the U.S. They are concentrated in certain markets, which can push buyers out in those areas. But the vast majority of rental homes are owned by small to mid-sized landlords, mom-and-pop shops. But again, you can see those stocks are taking a huge hit on that, Kelly.
Yeah, down 5-6%. So, Diana, this was a post on Truth Social. So yes, we'll wait more detail. I imagine, I mean, private equity obviously has a huge component of this, and they've had a lot of friendly policies from the administration, including things like changing who can access them, trying to get them into 401k plans and so forth. Nevertheless, this shows you the administration is doing anything it can. I'm sure it's had 30 different proposals for how it can lower housing prices. They've probably heard 50-year mortgage. We hear various reasons why that wouldn't make much of a difference. Build more supply. Well, I guess that's hard to do. Change the capital gains tax. Fine. They seem to be choosing, of all things, this one, and we'll see how much a difference that makes. But for these business
they're not
models,
necessarily choosing just this one, Kelly.
Right.
Look, they went after the builders in December, and you may remember that when he said that he was going to force the builders to build more homes, and he was calling them all to Washington to do that. And he did call many of the CEOs of the big public home builders. Their stocks took a hit as well on that. But then nothing came of it because they found, like, what could Fannie and Freddie, which is what he wanted them to do, what could they do to spur more home building? They're in the mortgage market. So could you lower mortgage rates and get more demand, and that would help them build more homes? But again, it's all in the details. And right now, the details are very scarce. How would you get these large institutional investors to stop buying homes? It would take an act of Congress or something. But remember, these are very big companies with, very strong ties to the administration, especially when you talk about something like Blackstone, which owns single-family rentals.
Yeah, and by the way, we're showing shares of Rocket, Zillow, some of the mortgage companies higher. And I guess, Diana, what they perceive to be a potentially an influx of retail demand into a market that, the institutions
I think that's
quote,
a stretch.
Quote had.
Yeah, I would say that's a stretch.
Well, we'll see. Nevertheless, probably more to come still on this front. We'll leave it there for now. Diana, thanks. Diana Olick.